should be live. I did check my mic, didn't I? Well, I didn't check my mic, but my mic is working. Good. Excellent. Wouldn't be one of my streams if we didn't start off slightly disorganised. Okay, well, hello everyone, I'm Phoenix, and welcome back to Fallout 4 Modded Horizons. I've done like 5 minutes of work before I ate a wonderful lasagna. Just doing a little bit of prep work for this, not a huge amount. I need to go to corvega today. I can't put it off for any longer. I need to go to corvega, and it's going to be tough. I think this is actually one of the toughest fights in the game. In this game mode, certainly, but I think maybe even like in survival mode, this is going to be very, very tough. That's because this is it's a really dangerous place. So you've got two problems. First of all, you've got the raiders. Specifically, there is a group of raiders on a bridge over the area, or in that general area. In fact, I can pull up the map. So we're going down to Lexington, and on the main street, this is guarded by a group of 2 or 3 raiders, and I think there's also 2 turrets in that area as well. And one of the raiders has a mini nuke launcher. So yeah, you can sneak around them and then take them out that way, but still mini nuke launcher. And sneaking around them is a little bit of a problem because of all the ghouls. There are loads of ghouls in that area. So, oh, for goodness sake, no, just go away. Remove marker. Yep, okay, alright. So the general plan will be to kind of sneak around the side and then cut across, hopefully behind the ghouls. The ghouls should all be asleep. I am very well aware that I'm going into this with half health. I can't afford to make a bandage. I don't have the adhesive. I did find a recipe for making adhesive, but of course I can't make the adhesive because I don't have the components to make the adhesive. You know, I need meat fruit and potato and tomato and all those little bits and pieces which I just don't have. You know, that's sort of the great thing about this mod, is that it's like, you know, if this was normal survival, just take a stim pack because they're a dime a dozen. On this, I do have some combat stim packs which I could take. I do have a Molotov cocktail. Excellent. I was thinking I don't have, going into this, I don't have grenades, but I do have a Molotov cocktail, which won't do me much good because ghouls are fast and they don't really stay in one place. So anyway, we're gonna kind of come up around here. Is that one that I can get to, or is that one I've already gotten into? I don't know. I can't remember. That's not one you can get into. You know the ones you can get into because the ones you can get into have a latch here. And this one doesn't, obviously, so we can't get into that. Oh, actually, slight change of plan. Very slight change of plan. I'm going to go up to there. Because if I go up there, there are rad roaches there, which I can deal with this. I can just flail at them. Now there is a legendary rad roach. This is basically baby's first legendary that you get. The idea being that the basic flows. It's a fairly basic tutorial flow. So you get sent to Concord. You know, you do all that around Sanctuary. You set up that. You go to Concord. You do your whole villages. You know, this is basically how you set up a settlement. That's also baby's first Deathclaw, which I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of Bethesda's Deathclaws, but anyway. And then, you know, you go on, and this is your next point. And the idea being that you would do corvega, and then you might come out here find this area here, clear it out, you get your first legendary enemy. Now, legendary enemies don't drop legendary weapons in this mod, I don't believe. Instead, they might drop some just useful stuff. So we're gonna sneak up and just deal with these rad roaches up here. The idea being that you've got one up here, and then I think there's more down here. I was gonna deal. I should really deal with them with this, because from this I don't really want it to be jumping at me. So you come up to here, and then this will be the trigger point for the legendary to spawn, I think. Oh, come on. The legendary should be spawning now. Oh, there we go. There's our... Oh, that's not the legendary. I think that's a glowing. Dog meat should basically deal with them. There we go. There's usually a legendary that spawns here, and he should have given me some unique stuff, but apparently not. Oh well. Sometimes I think it's on. Ooh, hello. Oh, 5mm rounds. Yeah, that's useful. However, toy rocket ship definitely useful, because I am trying to make something. I am actually trying to make something that needs, I think it's like 5 nuclear materials, so I'll take all the nuclear material I can find. Right, so that was a bit of a bust. Right, there are raiders all the way on the top here, so you do have to be careful. There's raiders down the front here as well, but if you... Well, there's a few ways you can do this. There's actually 3 ways in. There's the front entrance, which is there. It's guarded by turrets, and there's like a raider on this walkway up here, and there's a patrol down here. You can go around the back, which I can't remember where exactly around the back it is. I think you can go over the top as well. There might be a way up, I can't remember. But the way that I want to go is the way that I usually go in survival mode, which is down the bottom through the old sewer pipe. There's a sewer pipe that's cracked. I think it's the easiest way in, because it's only guarded by 1 turret and some ghouls. It gets a little bit complicated later on, but I think that's probably the best way to go. The downside is that in that building there are a whole bunch of ghouls, and in that one as well. And they're sleeping, but they are sleeping. So, we are going to go slow. We're going to sneak around here, and we are going to be very, very wary about us remaining hidden. Because the last thing I want to do is wake up all the ghouls in the world. I think I was cautioned by that one. I may be cautioned by either side here. So I'll just keep going, stay hopefully hidden. Now, in here... I think that's the next one over. There's a little room full of just useful supplies. It's not important, this room. Apart from... No, it's the next one over we need to go, but toys. Screws. Good. Anything else of use here? Getting cautioned. I'm just going to wait for a moment. There might be a ghoul that's sort of loitering, or it's probably a raider actually. So I am quite close to the raiders here. I don't think there's anything else useful here. So, I mean, it's a ghoul, but I think it's dead. That one's not though. Those aren't. Okay. we are... That may have woken them up. Just get around here. So where is it? The railroad have marked it. It's kind of interesting that you only really learn what those symbols are when you actually go to the railroad, who have the worst password in the world. Their password is quite literally railroad. It's like using password for your admin passwords. Not that there's any government in the world that's done that before. I think it was about 10-15 years ago. There was a guy who managed to hack into the... God. We'll deal with this story in a moment. Right, there is... Hopefully... He's gonna... Yeah, I don't really want to deal with the ghouls. There was a hacker, I can't remember his name. I say hacker. But he found that the military, the government, they'd done something really weird where they kind of hooked things into things that they probably shouldn't have, and had all their admin passwords as password. But you know, that's the American military for you. A country where during the Cold War all their launch codes were a string of 8 zeros. Just to make things simpler, because in the case of thermonuclear war, you don't want to mess around with having to type in a long, complicated launch code. What you want is something nice and simple, so everything was just a string of zeros. Something that they did later on change. Right, there is a reason here why we might want to use a Molotov cocktail, because there is a turret there, and I don't want it to shoot at me. The downside is that I've got a dog with me, and it might cause some problems. There we go. That will have caused a little bit of commotion, and the raiders, which are just down that corridor, will... Dog, either stay or go. Just move. Thank you. A guy with a crossbow. Which would be a very nice weapon to have, to be fair. Right, I think there's the second guy. Might be just down that corridor, so obviously grenade. That might be a bit too close. Dogmeat hopefully is fine. Oh, got through that somehow. Right, let's see what we can find. Raider, tube flange, Lonnie's terminal. Oh, that's just... Well, I say that. So that's just flavour up there. But the interesting thing about the flavour is that it will actually respond to stuff you do. I don't think it's not password locked or anything. But yeah, so when you kill Gristle, the raider terminals do sort of update with new stuff of, oh, they've killed this guy. You know, this guy's just died. You know, somebody just walked in and killed him. Which is kind of cool. It's a nice bit of flavour. And so earlier I said I don't like how Bethesda framed the death clause as being quite weak. And this is a problem that we see. Oh, a bolter, nice. The bolters are repeating bolters. They're crossbows. I am totally taking one of those and putting one of these in my inventory, because, yeah, these are really nice. Yeah, so I feel like Bethesda sort of categorised Deathclaws as quite weak, whereas in New Vegas and in Fallout 1 specifically, Fallout 2 less so, but in those two, they were lethal. You meet your first Deathclaw in Fallout 1, if you're not prepared, you're dead. Simple as. I am actually going to pop a combat stim. Go on. It's not going to get me up that high, but yeah. Right. There's obviously now we're in Corvega. There are raiders to worry about, and every so often I will see a room which I really don't want to have to deal with yet. Now, there's not traps, but there are other humans around. I have this sneaking suspicion there's one in that room. Now I've got this bolter. I can just deal with these lights. And that's not a... That one's not a one I can destroy. Let's pick this lock. Oh, that's all. That's a whole bunch of very nice stuff in a completely unlocked crate, whereas the locked crate didn't have anything good in it. Alright, rusty chem box. Hopefully there's some adhesive. I would love to make a bandage, especially considering the next few sections are nightmarish. No, of course not. Okay. Right, there's a whole bunch of radiation to have to worry about there. So we're not going to go that way. If you need aluminium, coolant caps. Hello, a torso for... I'm carrying way too much. A torso for a T45. I will be taking that. What am I using? I'm using left leg. Yeah, okay. Drop that. Also carrying just some random junk which I can get rid of. As well as a combat rifle, which I've not actually hooked up to anything. I probably should, because that is probably my most powerful gun right now. A 5.56 combat rifle. Fiberglass, antiseptic. He's upstairs, I think. I think he's hearing me. He could be hearing me through the wall as well. But I think he's upstairs. I think he's through this door. Right. I think there's a few in this room. Of course, Dogmeat has opened the door that I just want closed. Don't have to worry about that turret in there now. Anyone walks through this door, just kill them. Of course, he managed to get some shots off. And that's why I'm just using the best gun I've got right now. Because, yeah. And you do... So, you know, I'm learning by doing. Another good thing that I like about this mod is that I am actually learning while doing stuff. Oh god, no. Where did that shot come from? It's upstairs, right. Problem is, that door may not actually have... Come on, dog meat, go. It's blocked by a stanchion. Okay. Next one down. Go on, dog mate. Double barrel shotgun, but it's ruined. Yep, totally. Based on the audio, she's somewhere over there. She's there. She's right in that corner. Except there's also now this guy who's turned up. He's just reminded me that I do have one of these. Should be very good to actually use. And I get a pipe bomb out of that. I really will not say no to that. There's a fair amount of stuff. I don't know what's causing the danger. This. There's a raider through that door by the sounds of things. A little bit of. Right. I think it was a raider through there that's yelling at me. So I'm gonna walk into here and just see if there's anything useful. Take all the lock boxes. I will have, well, I will have a need for, oh, hello, ammunition. Oh, this is a smorgasbord of stuff. Yeah. Somewhere in there. Okay. Clean ammo boxes, yeah, they're the ones that you want. Right. Next thing to do, I've got loads of these lock boxes, which I can open some of them, but maybe not all of them. No, I can't open that. Right. Medical crafting, craft bandages. I've got no. I need cloth. I need cloth now. Right. Okay. What is cloth in it? Also, I think I'm slightly overweight because I'm now lugging around this with me because I do need that for my probably shouldn't waste that. So anything here that I probably don't need. I mean, I could just drop that bolter. In fact, I won't drop the bolter, but I will just put it into here. And then I can come back to grab that later. Now, Is there anything here with any cloth in? I need something like a teddy bear, maybe? I wonder if there's anything useful around here. Can I scrap things with this? Fill kit. So if I was to grab those road leathers, could I scrap them? Don't think so. I think I do actually need to find a place to scrap that. Right, okay, so no bandage, unless we find just cloth just lying around. Oh, that's, well, we can come back for that, evidently. We've, once Gristle's dead, and I can kind of go and unload and do some stuff, then I can worry about all that. Bubblegum. That's adhesive as well. Just have to come back for it. Some duct tape. I can take the duct tape, I think. Yes. Right. We need to just kill Gristle, I think, and then just deal with the raiders. The mission only wants you to kill this guy. You don't need to worry about anything else, so you just need to clear the path towards him. And if I can find some cloth on the way, I will. Hello, oven mitt. This is exactly what I need. So fill kits, medical crafting, craft bandage, craft one please, exit. I don't think I can make the better bandage, so that'll be fine for now. Right. Going upstairs. Right. So, this room. There's a couple of turrets up top. They don't know where we are, and there's a couple of patrols down bottom. What we need to do is we need to sneak up to that terminal, activate the robot, and basically let the robot do most of the work. They can't see me at the moment. They're about to, so... So what's in reach? It's not H. It's not H or C. Oh god. I thought I had a nice easy one here, but no, apparently not. I don't want to drop out of this, so try to reset. Good. Just because I am in a state where in theory they could actually see me. So reach was 2, but bunch was 0. Hence, so I would say that the E maybe, and the think E being the second one. There we go. Right. Let's just let them deal with that while we get out our big gun. I'll say big gun, it's an SMG with a big scope bolted to the top of it. Okay, Jared is down. Now obviously we don't want to go out via the roof because that's more raiders and I'm really not set up for it right now. That said, I do want to wait for the robot to finish what he's doing. He might actually explode in a minute. There's some really good stuff upstairs if you can get up there. I am carrying rather a lot, and I will be coming back here. Right, they've taken out his legs. What you want to do is... There we go. Right, now we just back off for a moment because everything's about to explode in it. This could be seen as a downside of putting nuclear reactors inside of cars. That and the sort of very lax safety standards of cars of this era, of the Fallout universe. Yes is the answer. Just yes. That may, even though we've had a load of cars exploding, the raiders downstairs may actually still be alive. So I have to be a bit careful. Plus, there are turrets as well. There's a turret on the roof up there, which I can't... There was, but that one's now on fire. The second one is down here. Hopefully they've just returned to their patrol paths. Dealing with anything that could be seen as shining a light on me. There's a second one. There it is. Yeah, getting a shot in on that turret without being seen is going to be a bit of a pain. Especially as I do know there is still a raider around here somewhere. Where is he? Can't shoot through there. It's a really, really awkward shot where I'm basically having to hit right on the edge. And I don't think I can really do that. Right. Next up, clear the raiders from here. Don't have the turrets now watching over me. So, somewhere in here, there are one or maybe two raiders, depending on who survived the explosions. I'd love to see this car plant running. Oh, that was at least one raider. Where is that security light coming from? taking all of that. Let's not get any closer to the radioactive material. I don't know where the raider is. There's definitely a raider in here. I don't know exactly where he is. He's hiding. Might be around here. Of course, the fun thing is that Jared replaces Gristle. So throughout all this, you're told to kill Gristle. I forgot about that mine. Right. Thankfully. Mostly smoke. Without the damage. Oh, lever action shotgun, that's nice. But that may require just coming back here. Barbarian. Yeah, some okay stuff. Right, I think this is the point where we get back. No. Dogmate, this is where you need to go and cause problems. Just trying to get a headshot, but it's probably not going to work. I believe this is the 45 pistol. I think he's down. He's down. Right. Still danger. Still danger? Not anymore. Right, okay, so it was that light that was kicking off. There's still a guy around here, I think. I don't know where he is. I don't know if he might be knocked into a wall or something. Right, not going out that entrance because that will take me up to the top. Okay. Can always come back here. I just want to retrace my path, get back down into the sewers, get back down to Corvega, and then I can unload, get some I think it's up these stairs. There's a lot of really good stuff in here. Definitely going to be coming back here just to do some looting runs. Probably, you know, just sort of one of those sort of things I'll probably do after the stream is just come back here a few times because it's going to take me a few runs to haul this stuff back. I think is it this? No, it's not that one. And now Corvega's done, in theory I could also clear out Lexington a bit more. It's going to be just quite a lot of grunt work through here. And potentially may not be completely worth the ammunition. I just need to drop something. But, oh well, it's fine. But that's good, you know, the corvega is now clear. That is quite a big one to do, because it's a very challenging, until you get to like the Kellogg fight. I would say corvega is one of the hardest ones in this, certainly in this mod pack. There's a few other difficult ones, like the one which a lot of the underground ones where you're dealing with raiders, basically, it can be quite tough, but this one is just made even more complicated because getting to it means going around a slightly sort of circular route to avoid, so that you can just avoid the ghouls and the raiders. So now I'm gonna sneak up this way. Certainly next time I come down here, I'm going to be loaded for bear and just you know, get rid of all these ghouls and get rid of these raiders and just generally sort of try and mop it up a bit. And I think I might do a bit of that just now. Basically, just this stream is just focused around clearing out Lexington, loading up with stuff if we need to, hiding from that ghoul right now because I don't really want to get into a fight. It's injured. I guess the other question would be then, why on earth is it injured? Right, this is the point where we run, because there's a raider shooting at me, and I'm giving up with the whole sneaking thing. I wonder if some ghouls had kind of wandered into some raiders. Because that's the interesting thing about this game, and it was mentioned in a recent podcast with Many a True Nerd, that Many a True Nerd, Matt and Nerdcube, that the Fallout 4 world is very alive, you know, unlike other games even Bethesda games out there like Fallout 3 or Starfield. The Fallout 4 world is very alive. If you hear gunshots from over there, well, there's a gunfight going on over there. It's a natural thing. It's not just flavour. And so when you see mobs that are injured, you're like, you can think, what was it fighting? And now over there, I do wonder if those ghouls had wandered into the raiders that were on the bridge over Lexington, because that's the only thing that they would have been fighting, because I hadn't injured them. So that's certainly, I think, definitely going to be worth a look. Right, first of all though, I am very badly injured. I need to get... Oh, I can make medicated bandages. Oh. This is... Okay. This is a big thing. Right. For me, anyway, this is... Yeah, there we go. Right, let's store junk away. Why on earth am I carrying a mini nuke around? I don't have a launcher yet. I will definitely need one for the Kellogg fight, because that's basically how I do the Kellogg fight, I think. This mod can be a little bit sensitive to certain boss fights, and one of the boss fights you don't really want to die in is the Kellogg fight, because then you have to cheat your way through several locked doors. So I found the easiest way is to just go in with explosives and just don't even talk to Kellogg, just anything you have, mini nuke launcher, grenades, whatever, just take him out as quickly and as loudly as possible. Right, can I make a thingy-mabob so I can work on weapons around here, because that's the only, well, it's not quite the only bench that I'm missing, but near enough. Which one is it? It's in crafting, isn't it? this is the one that I want. Right, I've actually got everything for this, except I do need the science skill. So that's something to work towards. Weapons workbench, that's the one I want. Can I do anything to any of these? So I could bump that up to good condition. Probably don't want to do that to that one. Can I do that to that? No, because I need more stuff for that. Can I do anything to this? Because this is basically my go-to weapon at the moment, because it uses a really common ammunition type. I would love a better barrel, but I can't afford that. I love to use better ammunition, but that's not the role of that gun. So, ballistic, no lead still. That's annoying. I can disassemble like that 308, which I may as well do. Make some 38. It gets me plastic, then get me lead. 9mm. It's quite useful. Okay, right, well that's that. I will also toss that into there. At some point I'll have to come down here and set up some some power armor stuff, but for now that's fine. So let's go and hand in this quest with these guys. That will get me another settlement. The path should be reasonably clear because I've walked it before. Even so, I will reload. There was a quest in Fortnite recently where it's reload weapons like 50 times. It's like, right, that's going to take me all of 5 minutes because I am a constant reloader. I'll use one shot and reload. It's the last thing you want, obviously, is pulling the trigger of your gun and finding that you've forgotten to reload. Or, that extra one bullet in your magazine may be the difference between you getting the guy and you not getting the guy. So, I like to make sure my guns are full at all times, which is a bit of a problem with some games, like Armour. I think that's both of them down. Because Armour, when you reload, there are a few other games that do this as well, where the bullets in your magazine are, when you reload your magazine. You don't reload the bullets in the magazine, so you end up with a whole load of half-empty magazines. Okay. And quite been this exact way, so that's why I was just dealing with some blowflies. It should be just up here. This is an interesting one. I've built like a bunker thing up here before. That one worked alright, but some of the settlements can be quite difficult to build on. I mean, easier to build than Starfield, but at some point I'm going to have to do another video on Starfield, or stream maybe. It's a game that I started off actually really liking, but the more I played it, the less I liked it. And there's quite a lot of stuff that I agree with various criticisms about the game, that it just kind of feels like they took their previous games and just have retextured it. So, like, all the settlement building is, like what Fallout 4 did, sort of, but not as well. There's an awful lot of half-finished features in that game. Things that they obviously, it's like you have like fuel tanks so that you like have jump fuel type thing. so that restricts how far you're allowed to jump. But it doesn't really matter because it's not like Elite Dangerous, where when you've got your jump fuel, you've got your fuel bar, and that actually goes down over time. In Starfield, it doesn't. It's just a thing that is there to make sure that you are doing small jumps from place to place rather than actually being a feature of the game. And you it feels like, yeah, they've played a lot of games and they've put this game together, and it's influenced by an awful lot of other games, but it's not quite feeling like a game in its own right. It's not feeling like something where every time you play it, you kind of think, yeah, this game, it does its shipbuilding from this game. It does it does its combat from this game, and it's like that. You can't necessarily say, yeah, this is this type of thing. Fallout 4 has its own identity, but I'm not sure Starfield does. Not quite. Fallout 4, when you think about it, settlements, okay, it's standard base building type of mechanics that other games have used, but it's built to be its own thing. It's built to be quite unique. The world building, the sheer talent that Bethesda have for building worlds is very much present in Fallout 4, but it's not so present in Starfield, and that's a shame. This world could only have been built by Bethesda. Just like the New Vegas story could only have been written by Obsidian. And anything Brian Fargo does can only ever be done by Brian Fargo. He's a games developer in his own right. Yeah. He's certainly something special in the industry, and I'd like to see more sort of storytellers like that. But the industry, it just seems a little bit thin on them. Certainly, as I don't like Bungie games. Is it Bungie games? Is it, the people that did I'm getting confused with the Halo games. Bungie made Halo. BioWare. People would rave about BioWare games, and I'm like, yeah, it's not for me. Black Isle, great storytellers, and Obsidian by extension, but I'm aware that people won't like the way that they do their games. It is what it is. Anyway. Right, we're back to Sanctuary. Now I need to find Preston. He's probably standing on a roof somewhere because Bethesda games. No, he's not on a roof. He's down next to the river. Well, at least he's not in it. I found him in it before. Certainly sometimes. I'm sure anybody who's played Fallout 4 will have the same experience. You get back to Sanctuaries, right, okay, I need to talk to Preston. Oh, great, he's on the roof. Now I've got to do a whole load of building to get up onto the roof so that I can actually hand these quests in. Because he gives a lot of experience for his quests. That gets me just shy of a level up. Okay. Oh, right, yeah, this is the moment where it's just like, yeah, and, we basically flick through this. Yeah, I know I've only just met you, but I'm now going to make you general. It's like, what? Bethesda makes wonderful environments, but some of the story elements, it's like, it lurches so badly. It's just like, yeah, you've just been, you've done this quest for me. Okay, now we're going to make you general of the army. It's like, what? Like a guardsman in Warhammer 40k being crowned Emperor of Earth. It doesn't happen. Well, until the Emperor does eventually reincarnate. But yeah. we'll see what happens with that one. But Bethesda is just, it's like, you're a lawyer from the old world, and you've been given control of the entire army. Right, Oberlin Station will be the next one to do. Where are we at? I think we're pretty much there. So anyway, off camera, my work for this until next we see this game will be clearing. I can never remember the name of it. Clearing Lexington, and after that point, the next one we do will probably go down into Cambridge actually, and do the Brotherhood of Steel quest. That one is an awful lot easier than what we've just done. Well, for the most part. But I do need to prepare for that a little bit more, so I need to just spend some time clearing out Lexington. Quite a lot of it is quite simple stuff. It's just raiders or about to be rude to ghouls there. About to call them zombies. It's mostly just ghouls and raiders there. So it's the tough fight is done. Basically, it's just clearing it out, getting all the loot back to Starlight, and maybe even starting to build a suit of power armor up there. Certainly, it definitely needs a bit of a makeover. And before I put power armor in there, what you must absolutely not forget to do with power armor is, if you are going to have power armor, lock it away, because as soon as you get attacked, settlers will jump into the power armor, and it can be a real pain getting them out of them again. So just something to watch out for. But anyway, I am going to end this this stream here. It's been productive. So for the moment, I will say thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.